Okay, so You've Got a Friend by James Taylor. Of course, Carole King song. But let's get to it. And of course, I just looked in the camera monitor and like I didn't realize how bright this shirt is. Yes, I'm a nerd with my Albert Einstein shirt. But oh well. Just something, I guess, a little different than rock shirts. Or I have like three kinds of t-shirts: rock band t-shirts, or nerd kind of t-shirts with like sciencey stuff on it, or free t-shirts. So like the free the free t-shirts are like the ones, I don't know if any of the other videos you've seen, it'll have like you know, Jim's Auto Body or somebody's woodworking company or things like that I just get for free from friends or whatever, wherever. So anyway, You've Got a Friend by James Taylor. The big issue with this is it originally was written on piano, and I think we've kind of talked about that before, with essentially 10 things, fingers and thumbs, because on ukulele, as well as like guitar and things like that, we count the fingers. So 4 fingers, we don't count the thumb. But on piano, the thumbs all do stuff too. So you have 10 things that can play notes. So what that allows on a ukulele, of course, the most you can ever play is 4. And usually you're really only playing 3 because you have notes that are duplicated. Like on an F, those 2 outside strings are the same note. So I'm really only playing 3 notes and doubling one of those 3. But at any rate, with piano, since you have so many, a lot of these chords in the song end up being like Carole King that wrote it plays, the piano, and say she'll play like, she starts off with an A chord at the beginning, but she plays an A chord and then plays, I think, a D as the lowest note. So then it becomes an A/D chord. And then she does a couple of other notes here and there, and it becomes like an A sus2 and then an A sus4. And if she comes off of the D, then it becomes an A again. And if she then hits the D, it could become like an A sus4/D. So really what happens is every single time some new note is added with any one of those fingers or 2 thumbs, it technically can become a new chord. So an A chord for 2 measures long could really be 3 or 4 or 5 or 7 different chords. Like I said, an A/D. Very common would be like an A/E or an A/C sharp. An A/D is a little less common. But then the next chord of the song is a D, so it sort of leads into that next chord, which would be a D. But at any rate, so what I'm going to do with this is really kind of simplify it for ukulele, one, out of necessity, because I have to for a lot of these chords. We don't have enough notes to do these chords and still have it sound right. But also, it simplifies really nicely, and it could be just a really nice strum some chords and you have a song kind of a thing. So anyway, so the intro is A, like I said, and it has the little added ornamentation, sort of added extra stuff. A. It goes to the D, then an E, an A. And for this, because a lot of the chord changes aren't strictly every 4 beats or every 2 beats, they sort of, it flows a little bit. Really just kind of listen to the song and you should be able to pick it out. I'm not going to go through everything because it's fairly obvious when you listen to the song, or it should be. Of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. But after the A, D, E, A, then it goes to a G sharp minor, which is, I'm playing it 4, 3, 4, 2. So I'm playing it like that, 4, 3, pinky underneath there, and then the 2nd fret on the A string. So G sharp minor, C sharp, which 1, 1, 1, 4. Easy enough. And that's sort of that lead-in chord. And then the vocals, when you're down, in F sharp minor, 2, 1, 2, 0 on that last string there. So when you're down, then troubled is C sharp. And you could definitely do a C sharp 7 because that's in the song too and it's easy enough. But I really kind of simplified it, trying to keep it nice and basic. But C sharp 7 is pretty basic, so that can definitely be added in. And actually, if I think off the top of my head, the Carole King version has a lot more chords because she's playing piano mostly. The James Taylor version has less chords, but it still has a lot of stuff going on. And actually, I think there are some points where he plays the C sharp, and other points where there's definitely that note that makes it a C sharp 7, the 7 note, that definitely is in there. But then there's some spots, I believe, where he's playing the C sharp and it's definitely not a C sharp 7. Although I believe a C sharp 7 could be played and not kind of upset anything too much. So I think one could be played where a C sharp is and it would still be alright. But nonetheless, when you're down, F sharp minor, and troubled is C sharp, and you need is F sharp minor again, a helping C sharp hand, F sharp minor. So it's really kind of sort of toggling back and forth between F sharp minor, C sharp, F sharp minor, C sharp, F sharp minor for that first line of the song. So when you're done, so see what I'm saying? It's sort of, the chord changes kind of flow. You know what, let's count through the first line. So it starts off with when you're, and then down is the 1 beat of that first line there. So the vocals start prior to the 1. When 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's actually pretty simple. So F sharp minor for 4, C sharp for 4, F sharp minor for 2, C sharp for 2, F sharp minor for 4. I guess it's easier than I thought. Then the next line, B minor, and I'm playing that just to remind people. 4, 2, 2, 2. B minor, and E, A. So that I think is B minor for 4, 2, 3, 4. B, 2, and then yeah, B minor for 4, E for 4, and then A for 8. But I like to count it as A for 4 and A for 4 again. So A, then G minor, C sharp, F sharp minor, C sharp, F sharp minor. And again, right off the top of my head, it sounded like 4, 4, 2, 2, and 4 as far as the counting for the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and then B minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. C sharp minor. Very simply, all you do is you take the B minor, slide it up 2 frets. C sharp minor, and then E. And then the E is twice, so 4 and 4. You know what? I'm probably just going to write out, when I actually type the whole thing out, I was just kind of like winging it because I know the song so well. I'm going to type out how long to play each chord and everything. So then anyway, so the chorus, you just go, is A, D, B minor. So you just A, D, B minor, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, A, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, F sharp minor, 2, 3, 4, D, C sharp minor, B minor, E, and that's the, you've got, yeah, so, winter, spring, summer, all you gotta do is come, and yeah, I think those chords go kind of a little quicker. You've got yeah, and then that's the intro again. So the last line of the chorus is E, and that's kind of a stop, and then you've got a friend, and A, G sharp minor, C sharp, dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I don't even know what the lyrics are. I'm looking at the lyrics here. So that's the second verse. If the sky above you, so it's the same. A. So it's the same as the first verse. G sharp minor. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Is that the same as the first verse? I think it is. Yes. C sharp. Yeah, C sharp. Sorry. I'm thinking of the C sharp minor. Yeah, that's right. F sharp minor, C sharp, F sharp minor, B minor, C sharp minor, finally, E, and then a chorus, and it's exactly the same. Except that it doesn't do the "You've Got a Friend," because now it goes into the bridge. So the whole "all you have to do is come and I'll be there," the "yeah yeah yeah" part, and then "hey, ain't it good to know," and that's the G, D, A, D, G, F sharp minor, B. It does a B major there. So B, 4, 3, 2, and 2, B, and then E, E. And then it goes into "You Just Call." E. And then the winter, spring, summer, fall thing is A. D. F sharp minor. Yeah, yes I will. You got a friend. You've got a friend. And now at the end, it just goes back and forth between A and D. And I was just gonna say, and she's singing, and he's singing. Sorry. I'm a huge Carole King fan, and my wife really likes Carole King. Doesn't like music anything near like I do, but she's much more a fan of James Taylor. So I keep just in my head thinking Carole King. So he sings "You've Got a Friend" back and forth between the A and the D. And that's it, yeah. I'm just thinking, going through the song in my head. So there we are. Pretty simple, pretty easy. A bunch of simple chords. And, yay, you've got a friend for ukulele.